Let's break down the entire Modern Warfare 3 Season 1 update, the Battle Pass, new operators, maps, weapons, zombies updates, and much more. But first up here on the release date, it is confirmed to be releasing on a Wednesday, December 6th at these times up on screen. Pretty standard stuff here overall. A little over a week from now, we should get more major reveals, a gameplay trailer at some point this week. In terms of early downloads and release info, of course, for PlayStation, you guys always are able to pre-download any new update for the past couple of years. In the past, it was at the same time. In the past, people were able to preload over a day early, which was really great for people with slower internet. So when the update went live, you already had the full download ready and you could play right when it happens. But for, the recent updates, of course, Xbox and PC and sometimes PlayStation players have to wait to download the update, and it takes forever when everyone's playing the update and you're still downloading. It does suck. So it's not a big deal, but hopefully for this year, all platforms are able to pre-download at the same time and hopefully play a bit early as well. But before we break down some more content here, be sure to check out U4GM for help getting MW3 Mastery camos, rare unlocks, and much more. They have safe and legit services to help you get the camos fast and easily, cheap COD points, rare unlock codes, and much more. Use code MATT for an extra 5% off checkout. Links are down below. But first up here, for the Battle Pass and the operators, here's what we got leaked out. Pretty much guaranteed happening here. A lot of credible sources saying that Nolan is the main Season 1 Battle Pass operator. The Tier 0 and the Tier 100 skin will be different versions of Nolan, which is pretty cool. We saw him at the end of the Shadow Siege event when MW3 was first revealed last year. We saw him, of course, throughout the campaign as well. Not too often, but he was definitely a character in the campaign. A little bit of a milsim vibe. We talked about on the channel how the Battle Pass here for MW3 will work the same exact way as it did in MW2. The same type of structure there. It's going to look the exact same, but with a different theme, which isn't a big deal overall. It seems like this is just the new way they're doing the Battle Passes for Call of Duty. Of course, the Battle Pass will cost 1,100 COD points, and the Black Cell upgrade will be a $30 USD upgrade, which includes the Battle Pass, but also includes a specific Black Cell sector, exclusive cosmetics, all different stuff like that. We'll talk about that in a second. Now, of course, we were saying in previous videos that this would be a Coney-themed Battle Pass, which, based on the campaign, there's a lot of cool, Coney characters and just operators that weren't named, but their skins are pretty fire, and then they would be cool to see in the game. But apparently, these are the actual Battle Pass skins. So we're getting 2 Scorch skins, a BBQ skin, a Jet skin, Enigma, Doc, Pathfinder skin. For the Black Cell operator, it's either Ash or Maestro, and for the new operator, again, Nolan. So it looks like we're only getting one new operator for the Battle Pass, which is just Nolan, which I feel like we may get other operators based on other leaks I'll talk about in a second. But, I would hope to see other, cool, again, Coney-themed operator skins we saw from the campaign. I feel like with MW2 last year, there were a lot of cool campaign characters and skins that weren't really ever brought over to the game. And hopefully for MW3, all the cool skins we saw in that campaign are actually brought over into the game, hopefully in Battle Passes, but probably also in bundles as well. But for the Black Cell operator here, we don't know exactly which one he is, but based on a recent PlayStation lockpick operator trailer, you could see the lockpick operator do a finishing move, it seems like, on what looks like to be a new Black Cell operator here, which looks pretty cool. But again, it's the same black and gold look. I mean, the operator looks cool with a white suit, kind of a business look. Again, it kind of looks like a Coney operator potentially, but I just want to see a different Black Cell theme for future updates. Black and red would have been great with the MW3 marketing. That makes sense with the Coney theme as well. To me, that's black and red. So hopefully they change it up a little bit there, but, black and gold is still cool, and the operator skins and their weapon blueprint counterparts will look cool as well. So, we'll get a full breakdown of the Black Cell upgrade in a couple of days. We'll see if they have any new additions. Maybe some red is implemented into the skins as well. Let me know down below what you want to see there. But for more operators here, these aren't confirmed, of course, but apparently from the campaign, Melina will receive her own operator. So definitely a character that didn't have a major role in the campaign, but she was pretty cool, and I feel like that would be a decent operator to have in the game. I don't know. Let me know down below your opinions on that. I would rather see her return in the Battle Pass instead of a skin for an existing operator, but, we'll see when she ends up releasing. It'll probably be, a part of a bundle first, and then maybe later on in the Battle Pass as well for a future season. The Chemist skin also leaked out as well. Now, the Chemist skin did release last year, but not the OG yellow Chemist skin we saw from, the M13B unlock. This yellow skin is not currently available in the game, and it did leak out again. So having this skin, or if this becomes a wholly separate operator in MW3, I think would be pretty fire. I don't know if this would be a part of a Battle Pass or a bundle or an unlock challenge, like, for example, completing all these zombie acts and the missions, you're going to get that Bone Collector skin, which looks looks fire. The chemist skin maybe could be from another, zombie unlock, maybe completing all of the Act 4 missions, which we'll talk about later on in the video. You get the chemist skin. That could be cool. So, again, not guaranteed to be a part of the Battle Pass, but still would be a pretty sick operator to see coming very soon. It got leaked out, so let me know down below your opinions on this and other operators we've seen teased and revealed in different trailers. This one looks pretty fire. We have another night vision milsim operator as well. Don't know where these are going to release here, but these could be releasing very, very soon. Let me know down below what other operators you want to see coming to the game. Of course, for events, which we'll talk about later on in the video, we're going to have other crossover operators, but those will all be from bundles. We'll break those down in a second. Now, for Season 1 maps here, these have mostly been revealed. Unless there's some surprise maps we don't know about, we're getting 2 new 6v6 maps to start off with, Meat and Grease. One for the Reloaded update, which is Rio. And then for Gunfight, which is a new mode coming to the launch of Season 1, we're getting Training Facility and other 2v2 Gunfight maps, which seem to be remakes from Modern Warfare 2019, maybe MW2 last year as well. We don't know for sure, but again, Gunfight will mostly have remakes in my eyes, and then maybe a couple new maps every so often, with Training Facility being the first uniquely made Gunfight map. Cool stuff there. Again, I do want to see other maps from MW3 2011. I don't want all remakes here, but I do want to see, like, the game's called MW3, so I would want to see at least Resistance, Village, Mission, some of those maps return. If there's any remakes that will return in this game, I would rather them be the OG MW3 remakes that, maybe remakes we haven't really seen remade before. I know Resistance was brought back a few times, but has Mission or Village ever been brought back? I don't think so. So those would be fire in this game. Let me know down below what other maps you want to see added for this game. But for Season 1, it seems like we're not getting any remakes here, besides for Shipment. That's releasing actually ahead of Season 1 in a couple days, which we'll talk about in a separate video. We'll break that down on the channel. But for more Season 1 content here, let's go through some of the weapons we're getting. So we have 5 guns releasing for Season 1. We're getting a Ram 7, the TAC Evil Vere LMG, the XRK Stalker Sniper, for the Reloaded update, potentially the HRM 9 SMG, and then the ARX 160 is that 5th, can't confirm, but we've seen a lot of leaks regarding the ARX 160 releasing at some point during Season 1. And as you guys know, when weapons come out, some of them are available a week later, 2 weeks later, a bit after the launch. They release them at certain times. Some weapons will be in the Battle Pass, some will be through unlock challenges later on in the season. We'll go through what weapons are specifically in the Battle Pass and outside of the Battle Pass in a couple of days. But of course, the weapons in the Battle Pass, you don't have to buy the Battle Pass to get the weapons. All the new weapons will be free unlocks, no purchase of the Battle Pass required, which is pretty cool to see. And Sledgehammer also did a Q&A on Reddit where they actually mentioned that classic weapons from the Modern Warfare series will be returning, including shotguns and sniper rifles. That guy asked about the Spaz 12, so the Spaz 12, exactly how it was from MW2, would be a fire addition. The OG intervention as well, not the one we saw in MW2, not a similar intervention, but the OG one that looks and feels and sounds the exact same. Those would be fire classic weapons to see in the game. Let me know down below any other classical weapons you want to see return in this game. Could be from the Modern Warfare series, maybe from Sledgehammer past games. Let me know down below. And for more features here, apparently they're going to be testing out streak looping, which honestly should be in the base game. I think this is something that could actually add to the base game eventually. It's going to go into the experimental playlist first at some point during Season 1. And if enough people enjoy it, it will potentially be brought over here. So let me know down below any other core gameplay features, especially for multiplayer, you want to see brought into the game. There was a lot of things that they were going to do that they actually couldn't do for this game for whatever reason. They didn't have time. We talked about that in a previous video. Streak looping, in my opinion, would be a pretty good addition to the game. An easy addition as well. Wouldn't change the game too much. And it would just be nice to get, multiple UAVs in one life like you were able to in most previous Call of Duty. So let me know down below your opinions on that. Now for game modes here, we know we're getting Gunfight, which is going to be the main game mode we're getting. From the holiday event, we got some leaks regarding Infected returning, which is cool. We just got Gun Game early as well. It seems like a lot of the game modes will just release in playlist updates throughout the season, throughout the next couple of weeks. Every couple of weeks, we could just get a new game mode added to the game. So in terms of game modes, we're probably just going to get random ones released every couple of weeks for Season 1, Season 2, and for the rest of the game's life cycle. Of course, I want them to add the rest of the party modes we saw back in MW2, but also classic MW2 modes that I feel like should be in this game on the OG MW2 maps, like Demolition. I feel like Demolition is an obvious choice for this game. It's kind of surprising to not see it right now, so Demolition would be my top pick for an old mode returning, but let me know down below what modes you want to see in this game. Maybe a new idea you guys might have, let me know. Now for zombies here, there's a lot of stuff happening, surprisingly, for MW3 zombies in Season 1. So here's what they officially confirmed so far. So enter the Rift. Inside the Dark Ether Rifts, operators will encounter a sinister and chaotic challenge with a limited time on the clock to complete objectives and escape their lives and sanity. Dark Ether Rifts are a new endgame experience to master once players have completed the seasonal mission. We have a friend zone as well. A modified VR11 wonder weapon packs a punch, transforming enemies, zombie or human, into loyal allies, and gear up. A new category of unique acquisition schematics that will test the player's skill to unlock. So we got some further leaks going through what these are all about here. The first one, of course, is the Dark Ether Rift, a new zone in the game, but it's an end game experience. It's not like an entirely new place that you're playing on for the entire game. It's for the end game, and apparently you can only access it once you completed the seasonal mission. So a bit of a caveat there, but should still be really sick. There are some leaks regarding this. Activate gate to enter the Dark Ether. Vote to teleport the Dark Ether with, something on the tac map. Dark Ether Rift initiated. We're really going to the Dark Ether, so I think it's going to look really cool in the game. I wonder how expansive it's going to be, if it's going to take place on Urzikstan, if it's going to be a wholly new created location. We'll see very soon, but still pretty exciting. Of course, the VR11 wonder weapon, we got some early gameplay of in the firing range just to see what it looks like. It looks pretty cool. I mean, I wonder how it's actually going to be in the game. Is it going to be super powerful? Is it going to be rare, highly sought after? How rare is the VR11 schematic going to be in the game? We're going to answer all these questions very soon, but still pretty cool to see. The VR11's getting some love. Why not? Now, in terms of other leaks here, as I mentioned, the Chemist, the Tech Maestro, and the Shield Maiden could be MW3 Warlords or Operators. So these could either be Warlords we fight in the game or Operators we're unlocking for completing Easter eggs, storyline missions in zombies. Pretty exciting stuff here overall. Definitely can't wait to see what that's going to be all about. Again, as I said in a previous video, could be a thing to where, like the Chemist was in DMZ, you go fight him and kill him, but this time around, you also get to unlock his Operator skin when you kill him. Same thing with the Maestro. The Maestro got leaked out as an Operator as well in this game, so it could be you fight the Maestro Warlord, you unlock his skin, and you can now use him in the game. I think that's a really cool idea. Let me know down below your opinions on that. For more zombie features here, Mule Kick is returning. It will allow you to carry 3 primary weapons. That's exactly how it worked back in the day. Pretty solid stuff there. We also have a bunch of DMZ features returning here, so exfil streaks will be returning in zombies. Here's a full list of all of the streaks and the rewards you're getting. For streak 1, start with 500 essence. Streak 2, start with 5 armor plates. Streak 3, start with 1,000 essence. Streak 4, 30% off perk machine costs. Streak 5, start with 1,500 essence. Streak 6, increase contract payout. Streak 7, start with 2,500 essence. Streak 8, 50% off mystery box costs. Streak 9, start with 5,000 essence, and Streak 10, 20% off pack punch cost. So I think these seem pretty cool. I mean, pretty solid rewards for going on massive exfil streaks there. Of course, you can just grind out exfil streaks pretty quickly, pretty easily by, fighting zombies, going to the exfil in a short amount of time. That's that. I mean, let me know down below if you would want to change this up a little bit, but overall, pretty cool stuff. Seems like a lot of the DMZ features that we saw last year will be kind of returning in a different type of way in this game, which is fine by me overall. Now, of course, again, it seems like we're getting new Act 4 missions in Season 1. Every season, we'll probably get a new act and a set of missions added to the game with new rewards as well. Not really surprising there. Season 1 will also have a quest titled Fear of the Dark. Don't know if this is going to be a massive Easter egg quest that they previously talked about. There's going to be a main Easter egg in the game. This could be a small part of it. This could be that main Easter egg that they're releasing early. We may get multiple main Easter eggs throughout the year. We'll see how far they go with this year, but Season 1 quest, Fear of the Dark, sounds pretty interesting. We'll see how involved and fun it actually is very soon, but it should be a pretty decent time overall if you're a fan of MW3 zombies especially. Of course, they mentioned more schematics being added here. We're going to have a Scorcher schematic, which is that, other new wonder weapon in the game, which is pretty solid overall. Another schematic will release as well for the Blood Burner motorcycle, That sounds cool. Nothing too crazy, but still, new schematics are, definitely fine by me. And we also had leaks as well about previous Outbreak objectives returning in MW3. There already is kind of a couple in this game right now, but we're going to get even more in MW3 Zombies, which I'm fine with. I mean, this is literally Outbreak expanded. This is a better version of Outbreak in my opinion. I would want the Urzikstan map to have a bit more of a zombie vibe, but overall, this is still a better version of Outbreak in my opinion. So let me know down below your opinions on that. What other new objectives you want to see added to MW3 Zombies? Do you like this better than Outbreak? Of course, we still want to see round base as well, and we're getting that next year. But for next year, we have a pretty good set of zombies content. We're probably going to see round-based zombies, probably Outbreak / MW3 DMZ zombies returning as well. Maybe Onslaught, which is zombies on MP maps. Maybe Grief returns as well, turned. Like, I feel like COD 2024 Zombies could be pretty solid with a good variety of all different modes. Let me know down below your expectations for that. Now, in terms of new events this season, the first one releasing shortly after the update comes out should be that holiday event, of course, right before Christmas, and continuing into New Year's. There's a bunch of leaks and info on that event, what the challenges will look like, the event format. I broke down all the details in a pretty big video. They'll be linked down below in the description. We're also getting another The Boys collaboration. We're getting a Walking Dead crossover as well in MW3. All those videos where I break down all the challenges, all the details, operators are linked down below. A lot of info there. And finally for Warzone here, this is what they went through officially regarding Warzone. Of course, we're getting the Urzikstan map integrated into Warzone, which is pretty exciting. We got some early gameplay of that at COD Next. But of course, the main thing there is the gameplay update. Warzone will be updated to include many of the new movement mechanics encompassing maneuvering from Warzone and MW3. Examples include slide canceling, tac stance, and more. Expect further details soon. So for an example here, take off, horizontal zip lines, check, drivable train. Yep, stay tuned for more details. Multitude of ways to traverse Urzikstan. So the main thing there with Urzikstan is just going to be the new MW3 faster movement in Warzone, which should be a decent upgrade from last year. For those of you guys that didn't like the slower paced Warzone, obviously we'll have different Easter eggs, different missions, different things to do and complete in Warzone. Should be a ton of fun. We'll break that down more in depth in a different future video. But overall, that's it here for season 1 of MW3. A lot of content releasing for the most part in this game. I think Sledgehammer has done a pretty good job with feedback, listening to us, and giving us decent content for the game. So let me know down below if you're excited, if you're just waiting for more info, if you're waiting for the entire season to just release and check it out for yourself. Let me know your opinions on that down below. Be sure to subscribe for more COD update videos like this. Shout out to the YouTube channel members as always, and I'll see you guys in the next video or live stream. Peace out, guys.